Hello, comrades. It's Premier River, and I am back again. And I forgot to start time once again, but that's all right. I just did it to get the video going. So these episodes are more or less back to back. I haven't gotten any of your comments, so sorry about that. But I have been sitting here for 2 months of game time, more or less, staring at our little town, and in anticipation of our bridge almost being completed so that we can talk about getting across the river and building on to other things. So, I've been looking at our money go down and down and down, so I'm not sure if we want to go for a couple of reasons with the steel mill, but I'll get into that in a minute. I want to talk to you about the fact that like I said, been staring at this city for a long time. I micromanaged a little bit. I put another truck on here to get us some extra wood, so now it's probably... Let's see, is one of these empty, I hope? Nah, I'm going to catch one of these when they're empty, so I want to put this off to the side here for a second. Alright, now I'm going to send them back. Looks like this guy just left. So we'll go put him back in the construction office so we can start building across the river. I don't think we're going to need nearly as much wood. At one point I was playing with the trucks in the construction office, and we built all of this bridge out of our own wood, so quite proud of that. It's a heck of a bridge. It looks like something Julius Caesar would have built across the Rhine or something like that. I've never seen such an impressive wooden bridge in my life, honestly. If I ever saw a wooden bridge. I mean, and there probably is something like that in real life, but that's a heck of a wood structure there. And so there we go. So we're emptying this guy out. Let's get him in there before I get too distracted by him. Right, there he goes. So you come back and work over here. And so we are making our own wood. You can see we don't have that much build up. And I should probably, let's take this back down to what I'll call normal, right? 25% for each thing. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that. And we'll eventually have the truck that comes down here go to another thing and start spreading out our supplies. But let's talk real quick about, at the end of the last episode, or towards the end, I got a little confused with the population statistics. It's been a while since I really thought about it, and I don't know, just had another one of those mental moments where I was wondering where these educated people were. Because if you come into our house, there's only 25. And if we look at all the other houses, there's none. Right? So those other 4 people are not adults yet. So these stats down here are for the total population. So you don't panic if you see that the education... No, we don't have 175 adults. That includes the children, which means we're really in good shape. Because if you look, we have over 300 children and only 173 that are uneducated. We only have 199 adults, workers, and 304 educated people. That means we're in really good shape, right? So the issue with that is that we're still struggling to get, workers in here. We only have 25, but we're in much better shape than we were. I know it doesn't seem like it, and I didn't really have much else to do while I was waiting for the bridge to get built. But for the most part, we have more of these people coming into school getting educated. So the dam is going to break, I think, at some point here, especially when more of those plus 21s, there we go. So we're getting back up to here. And then we're doing better. The percentage of these bigger children that are in here is definitely lower. So there's no doubt in my mind that we're doing better with teachers, even though it's only marginally better. And if we take a look at the statistics, more for last year, it's only January now. See, there's the educated, and if you guys can see that, our teachers hasn't changed at all, or university educated hasn't changed at all, but we've had a dramatic shift. We used to have many more uneducated than educated, and we got ahead of that curve, right? And again, if you can see it, you'll see what I mean. So we definitely are turning the corner, right? We're catching up on the uneducated people, and we're definitely doing reasonably well at this point. So I'm not too worried about that. I've also looked in general, at the town here, and I've just been coming in here looking, did we get another educated? But we also have a bit of a baby boom, as we mentioned in the last episode. So we've got this other house built. We're really, I think, in great shape as far as this city. We're ready to get this guy. Look, there's our bridge, our proud wooden bridge of 35-mile-per-hour speed limit. It's going to kill us. But hey, all the more reason to get things going, right? So I need to get this little bit completed before we can get people out here and over across the bridge. Now, it was my goal, and I want to keep an eye on this, especially with the workers. So once we get the stone over here, I want to try to come back and catch how long does it take to get from this bus stop to here, because there's a limit to how far we can construct. And what I'm thinking of is, especially with the 35 speed limit, I was kind of planning on maybe going up to this intersection here, but I don't think we're going to really be able to construct things from that far away. I mean, it's on the borderline of how far we can go. And the reason for wanting to come out here is because we had that iron and coal I was pointing at in the last episode over on those hills, and I think that would be great. But I also don't think we're quite ready for that. And in the sense that I don't think we can build this far, and it's kind of pushing it. And it's going to take that much longer to do all that construction. So I'm thinking that we put a town over here, like a little farming village, or maybe even a big farming village, where this is a shame the Lykovs trying to get away from, the evils of population. I'm going to build all kinds of farms around them. But we have this wonderful farmland. And for the sake of, I don't know, it doesn't make too much difference. What I was thinking of doing is, let's come here to farms. And yeah, don't auto buy with rubles, please. And we're going to do farms and a big field. So let's turn the grid so we're facing, I think it's north when we're facing this way, right? And I want to turn this field so it meets the grid. And what I would like to do is do what I would consider the perfect farm layout. Or semi-perfect. I think it's a very good farm layout. And that is what I like to think of as 4-4-4 in a sense. So we need the length of about 3 of these in order to be able to do this. And I think if we come in here and put the first farm where we know we can get 3 of these in, then we could still get a road or other things. The farm will get a little close to the river there. But then maybe we could build a town right in here, like along the river, and then that would set us up eventually for the idea of being able to like ship things from these fields, right? All right, so let's zoom in here. Where did we say? Now that I spun myself around thoroughly. So we're lined up with the grid. Not that that matters too much. The field is facing this way. So I'm going to come up here. I think this should be pretty good. We can always move it. These don't actually cost us anything, right? And then I'm going to take and put a road in just for the being careful. Let's just make it a dirt road for now. It's a little easier to deal with in some ways. All right, I'm going to just come like right down this line here. Right, and then I could put the next field in. Right, with the road facing that way. Kind of, just like this. Right, and the next field. So there's 2, right? And then we'll put another 2 facing inwards. But first we're going to turn this guy and put him, let's put a road in. Right down that line. You can always extend it in a minute. It's not, you don't have to be this exact. Being a little bit fiddly with it. Right, so there we go. So now we know we can get a road in there, and then we'll do 2 fields that are close. Right, and then I want to leave enough that we could put, like, say, 2 roads in there. I really should probably set this up so I can do this on the hotkeys, right? All right, we'll just bring that road over to about there for now. It helps me line it up too. It's a little hard to see with you putting these big fields in because of just the nature of them, right? So we have 2 fields there, so we want to leave an extra just in case we ever wanted to put a railroad out this way. And you'll see in a minute, it doesn't really hurt. A little more. All right, and then line this guy up more or less with that guy. Turn them this way. And then if we line that up more or less with where that guy is, let's come back a little bit more. I think that's lined up. All right, one more spin around. Put that guy right next to this guy. And we should be able to come kind of all the way down here. And that should leave a gap there, right? Let's do... Before I pave all or gravel all these roads, I do want to see if we can... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. All right, so now we can get a farm in right here. And are we done this construction? Did I miss the bus? No. Is the bus coming? Good, perfect. All right, so here's these workers. We got 5 workers on the bus, and they've already been on the bus for time in traveling 36 minutes. At least for that one guy, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, we wanted that open. So let's leave this open for a second and see how long it takes them to get across that bridge. And then we can estimate how far we can go, right? Like, so the time across the bridge, we can sort of use my monitor itself to measure this, right? As long as we'll put the road right to the bottom, and I'll zoom out until I can see the end of the bridge, and there's the bus stop. The bus stop's right there. All right, so more or less just below where that thing is, that would be approximately the length that we can travel across this bridge, and then we can see how far we can make it the rest of the way once that bus gets there, right? So we can come over here, spin around, kind of put it relatively parallel, and know that we can at least make it this far, right? Because I didn't zoom in or out or not anything, and we'll see how long it takes to get this far. Now, they should be able to go faster along here because this will be a gravel road 60 miles an hour, right? So it'll be better than this one. So right now, so far, they've gone an hour and 31 minutes, right? And they're still not there yet. So that would be, let's say 4 hours to get to here, a little bit less because we're going to be going a little bit faster. So yeah, I don't see... Yeah, they're just about there now, and these guys have been in the bus for... It's going to be like 2 hours just about, maybe exactly, before they get to here or get to this construction. All right, here they come. Get off the bus. Now, by the way, building the roads isn't the problem because even if it's not very efficient, right, they'll be able to build these roads with the bulldozers and whatnot. So we'll be able to continue building this gravel road past that point. But I would say that somewhere probably up in this range is we could just about make it out to here. I was hoping to get a construction office out this way. Yeah, you know what? I think we might. Maybe we put the construction office like right here out of the way of our farms. And then that would really pose us for getting further and building a city over this way, right? Like if we build it right here. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. I think we might put our construction office here and then build it there. And the other benefit to that is we'd have a gas station that was a little bit closer to the border when it came for exports. So if we wanted to export anything from this area, we could easily have a gas station with power over here. And we'd have power here, of course, too. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. Are we done this? No, but I think we should get all ready to go with that guy, too. So does that make sense? So yeah, I think this is making more sense, and I think we'll put our construction office on the other side of this. All right, so let's get all ready. This guy's just about ready to go. 90%. And we'll assign him to do this. Good. We'll get these guys back to work. They haven't been working very hard. All right, so now what we need to do, let's find the end of this road. All the way up here. That's fine. That's good. All right, I want to build a dirt road, like attaching those, and I don't think that would have messed him up, right? And then we can assign this guy to also do this road. All right, so that'll get us. Oh wait, there should be another. Yeah, there is. There we go. And this road. And this one's already assigned. So there we go. So he's now assigned to build all three of those, and then hopefully he's not too dumb about how he sends people out there. All right, so here's our. Let's finish up the farm here real quick. What I would like to do is put couple dirt roads in, just to make sure we don't, like if you build it too close to these, you're not going to be able to you're not going to be able to get it, build. You need to build the building. So now we also want to try to leave, if we ever were to do a train in and out of here. So let's build another road from, say, here to here, right? So we should be able to get 2 train tracks in there, which would mean our train station would have to go like here, which I think would be fine. I think we have, let's do this first. No, wrong one. Train station. All right, now we probably could talk about another thing, but I just want to put this in to give us an idea of, yeah, where's that field? It's a little hard to see from here. All right, I think this would be fine. Keep it over this way a bit. All right, let's go as close to that as we can. All right, I have no intention of building that in the immediate future, but let's come back to here. Mods. I know we have a modded, because I had this in the regular, well, the live stream. Farm. No, not farm. Storage. Shop. Why wouldn't these be in alphabetical order? Platform station. Yeah, that's definitely, I don't know why I clicked on that. Storage. Here it is. Multi-grain silo, right? And the thing that's nice about this in particular is because it has them off of each side like this and the back, we could eventually attach up our railroad station there. But then when it comes to, I think I'm just going to put in a regular farm. I'm not sure about that small farm. And this is, you can see I'm doing like a vanilla setup here, which will probably disappoint some, but I like the vanilla setup I've come. I did a lot of work to figure out my vanilla setup, right? And let's get this guy nice and square to the grid because it looks better, right? And I think that makes a real nice little thing. Now we don't have to build these conveyor connections either, right? But there you go. So you'd have a nice grain silo we could take trucks out this way. Let's go start getting gravel roads going, right? Even though it's not quite straight, we could gravel road all this up. Let's get rid of this. Right, this guy can come to like here. Well, it really should probably go somewhat straight, right? Yeah, you know, let's make it straight. Because they're going to be coming out of here to go to these other farm fields. And then we don't want to mess with this area too much. Right, but then eventually we would at least gravel a fair chunk of this. All right, just to help get those trucks in and out a little more quickly. Now, this is another thing I'd probably do. Yeah, you know what, we should probably... Let's just make that one project to the end there. Same thing with here. All right, hopefully that's not too close. Can we still get that guy in? Yeah. Right, so that's just one construction project. We could do the same thing here. Should be able to reattach that, right? And if we get rid of the rest of the bits, that way we know we put it in the quote right spot. And this just will speed up the trucks that are going to get supplies out here, you know, or get the grain off the field or whatever it is on the field. Right, and then eventually, if we wanted to, that railroad track could come over this way, right straight through. Though we'd have to deal with the farm building kind of being in the way. But again, none of this is built, and if we're really, I don't really anticipate that. I would think our train would go this way, but who knows? Maybe we'll bring it along the river. That is fairly common because, you know, usually there's a, you know, it's flatter along the river. But in this case, we have plenty of flat land, so we'll see. There we go. So there's the beginnings of a little farm. Let's just do one more thing. Well, yeah, let's see. Can we put in the gas? Oh, you know what? Do we have a mod? I thought I had a mod. Fuel. Road vehicles, gas station. Small refueling station. Yeah, let's try this guy. Look at that. It's just like a little tank. It's like perfect for a farm, right? I don't really want it to attach to the road and mess up our road project, but I don't know how well it'll work even, but you know what? If we put it right there, it would be right in the way of our... let's do this. I know what we can do. No, we're going to do this later. So what we'll do is we're going to put a road across here and hopefully remember to put that fuel station in, right? So that way these guys can get over to these other two fields a little more quickly. Good. All right, so... And then we'll have to get electricity up here as well. So we're not done there. But what that really did for us was sort of define, I think, the area that we would build our town in. All right. And let me go check on... I mentioned one other thing to you. We have been keeping up with the stone just fine, even with just one truck in here and limited number of people. And I just wanted to check on our lumber. Yeah, see, we're full here now. Yeah, we're just full up on lumber, so we're driving back dumbly now. Let's have this guy wait, just so he's not wasting fuel, even though he'll tend to clog that up a little bit. I'm kind of okay with that. And then in the very near future, we're going to put in, well, let's get our construction thing in first, right? I don't see why we couldn't do it right around this farm, right more on the other side of this farm. All right, so eventually, mod. Modded construction office. Yeah, where is the next? Yeah, I think I would do it this way with the intention of eventually attaching it to the railroad. I don't want to mess with the railroad right this minute. And then, yeah, when it comes to the storages, I definitely want, at the very least, we'll go back to regular stuff. I wonder if we have a small warehouse mod. That would be kind of nice. But the warehouse should probably go near the city, right? So we want to do, yeah, an open storage. Small. Let's see. How's this aggregate storage small? So if anything, I would have the input to this thing. Yeah, be near the road. Why don't we do that? Because I think if we put it like right here. What I'm thinking of is truck unloading. How long is that? Not very long. But yeah, see, so that would, we just don't want to jam this up, but we could put the truck unloading like right there. And then small aggregate storage could go just like this. Maybe a little further just for the sake of, all right, and then we can get a road. Here, and then we'll do a regular storage or open storage, maybe like here. All right, and then we could start dragging our own gravel out to here, which will be nice, and that'll, you know, let us get that much further ahead. None of these things I don't think need electricity, so that's kind of a good thing. And then what we could do is talk about our town. So our little farming town, somebody who has a good name for it, let me know. And yeah, so we'll come off of here, I think with a gravel road. And let me see, there was a modded building. Let's start out with the modded building. And that'll back up against the farm here a little bit. All right, residential. This is, I think, from Off the Rails. Brown brick, 174 workers. And I'm thinking for now we would just build one of these. Let's build it so that, right, like as if we could put like 3 of these across easily. Yeah, this will be a good place to start the city, I think. All right, this will be the furthest, maybe a little bit further this way. Right, because there might be another section of town right here. But then remember, we'll get rid of this road. So if I just leave enough, and again, I don't know how big a town this will be, but there we go. I used the modded building, guys, for no other reason than it was a modded building. All right, and we'll, yeah, do we just want, I think just one. So let's come here. All right, and so we could have theoretically a row of those. All right, I'll just leave this like that to remind us to build a road when we get all done. And then, yeah, maybe we will attach it up just for a minute, just for the sake of getting these things in. And I don't know what the best way to do this is. We could try like a circular city, right? What if we did? So I would say, yeah, can I come off of like here? Let's get rid of this. Yeah, we're going to come off of like here. It's kind of hard to make these too circular, but all right, we'll go like this. A little bit more. right? And then we'd have houses like spokes on a wheel going into it. It's kind of a big circular area there, isn't it? Let's go a little bit smaller. Like I'm not really picturing this being that big of a town. Yeah, let's make this, I think, like right here, almost circular. It's like a drunk Russian on vodka kind of circular. And no offense to Russians. I mean, just no offense to anyone as far as that goes. I'm not picking on a Russian for being drunk any more than I've gotten drunk in my lifetime. All right, the teardrop shaped. Yeah, let's go up here and make it. Yeah, kind of missed on this one. Like this. Yeah, that's pretty close actually. I just don't know if I'm far enough off of the circle. Yeah, I did the same thing again. Let's come around this way and see if we can't do it better if we try from here. Right, kind of, almost. A couple spots aren't, we're like an egg, but yeah, that's it. It's our farm, Eggville. Maybe that's the name of it, right? Why not? Oh, I got caps lock on. Eggville. Because their town is shaped like an egg. Yeah, so let's get rid of this then. But we will still use that building, but let's do it the safe way. Non-controversial way. All right, and then I would just picture, for now, we just do like this. And then we could put really kind of whatever we wanted. Maybe we'd have like a bus route that goes around or something, but for now, we'll just focus on like one part of the city. Do we leave this clear? Yeah, we would come like out here, right? So let's go back to our mods. And then we would, yeah, put one of these. We could put like two, right? So, right, and then we'll spin it around so the road comes out this way. Not that we really need roads, but we'll turn it just slightly. Right, and then let's get another road. And I'm okay with that being separate projects there for a minute. All right. And then now the people of Eggville need many, many things. So let's see. So this will be our road in. And so what I'm thinking, maybe we go and, again, that's kind of a big city. I'm sort of, yeah, let's go take a look at the mods. I have to give the mods a chance to get into my brain and the way they work. And storage, close, I want to shop. Yeah, I mean, this is just so tiny. I can't imagine. I mean, we will do things like that, but now what is this one? Yeah, and that's just the matching. Yeah, okay. Well, we're back. I'll go find, or if you guys have a suggestion on a good store mod, right? Yeah, so let's take this guy. I think that'll be close enough for those people, right? You know what I think I might want to do? Yeah, before we put that down. Well, gas stations might not be a bad idea either, but let's do a bus stop, right at the top here. So if anybody needs to come out of here to go do things, right, the bus stop will be kind of central to them. Oh, we just committed to all that. Okay, well, I'll live with that. All right, so we need a shop in here. Yeah, small shopping center. And I'm thinking we put that here, right? Leave enough room. Turn it a little bit more this way. Hopefully I can get a footpath through there anyway. And then I'll do my typical hook up a road cargo to this thing. Yeah, once again, the road cargo is not in the direction I want it. And this road cargo with the double roads does the trick. Right? Because I now have the road on this side. Right? And we're not going to hook that up right away, but we know that we can one day. Or we'll need to. Alright, so that road, so we'll have, if we don't do that, then if we ever get trucks delivering, it becomes a nightmare real quick. And again, even if it just ends up being an ugly space holder, there it is. Alright, so how are we doing on our roads and our construction? Well, I'm okay with this. You know, we've got vehicles waiting for gravel, but we've got all of our gravel. We should have 5 dump trucks in here, which is pretty reasonable for this period of time. And let's do something else just so that... Yeah. What do you... Oh, do we assign some of these things? Where are you going from? Or... Oh, you're an open haul. You must have just dumped off. He just dropped off the bulldozer. I was wondering what an open haul was doing up there. But we'll see. We got these 3 assigned to be built, and we still need to get a warehouse over here, right? So maybe we put the warehouse on the way into our little circular city. If you don't like my circular city, I don't know what to tell you. I've never built a circular city before, so I'm doing the best I can, right? That's all I can tell you. Yeah, so we'll have like a warehouse here. Yeah, maybe keep it a little bit. Well, that's fine. It's all right because we need a warehouse in this general area, like where we could drop off food and just have mechanical components for construction and all. So I don't think it's bad that it would be near the town, right? I think that's pretty realistic there. All right, so we got a bus stop. We have this. We don't have any kind of educational facilities for our people. So let's work on... Yeah, we'll get them a kindergarten in tighter here. Yeah, maybe this circle wasn't so big as I'm plopping these buildings down, right? And then we'll do a school. Now these people are not going to get a university right away, I don't think. All right, school, university. So they're going to want some sports. Good. Like, I like this because then we could do... Like the spokes of the wheel, the outside diameter is going to leave like these kind of gaps in here. All right, that's education related equipment. I want to keep going with football fields. Do we have any other modded that aren't huge and expensive? No, I just have the stadium and the hockey arena, which is... Well, the hockey arena is way overkill here, but it's really... I think it's a little cheaty lack of expensive with the price there. I think that could be more realistic. All right, so let's just go, because I feel I don't really want to be too cheaty about the beginning. As we get to the end and we're just, you know... We're just having fun. Yeah, I think I'll put it this way, but don't attach. There you go. Yeah, just don't attach. Stop attaching. All right, both of them should be close enough to get to that. And then the last thing we'd want to get them, and we'll go back to the mods again, is a cinema. Yeah, so what is small theater? Let's see, we have to take a look, right? Well, that's nice with a little front facade. What is this one? This is a little different. I think I like, let's try the front facade one, right? It doesn't have a road connection. Yeah, what if we put our little theater like kind of in the middle of the circle. I don't know if that's going to be too far away for them, but we'll find out. That's not really the middle. That's all right. There's no, it's such a messed up circle. I don't think there really is a middle, but please forgive me. Be forgiving. Be forgiving to your YouTubers. All right, so let's just do something like, no. I want you to be nice and square, and you ended up nice and square-ish. All right, this will be like a little. Yeah, see, it's not going to let me. Well, I guess I can go a little closer, right? Yeah, we'll go a little closer to the thing. All right, and then this can maybe come off of there, so there they can go to the theater. Can we get past here? Yes. Can we get? Yeah, we will be able to. All right, so we'll be able to take a path like there. Yeah, and you know what? We'll come from like here. All right, sort of make that look a little nice. And then we'll be able to attach those buildings up. I don't want to make this 7 million little construction projects, but that should be able to get us like a walking path, because as we put people around, I would sort of like to maximize them getting to this. So eventually we'd probably want another one like coming off of this way. Right, and then just for now, maybe we put another one like this way. We'll see. We'll decide. Right. I don't plan on building these until we need them, and we'll leave them for layout markers. Which I know some people don't like the construction flags, but that's all right. So there we go. So now what else are we missing? We are missing a firehouse. You know what? I kind of like the idea of the firehouse being over here to protect our farm. Can we fit the firehouse in? It's still pretty close to these people. Fire station. Yeah. Yeah, you can be right off of that main road there. Can we go closer with you? All right, so then the fire trucks can get out onto the main highway, or they can go into town and protect, you know, this general side of things. I think that's a pretty good location. And then let's talk about something else that we haven't done yet in this series, is a hospital. Now, do we have, you know, I think another mod on the list might be like a little mini hospital. Do we have such a thing here? Maybe not for right now. We don't have to have it this minute, but I don't see anything about hospital, so we'll plan on the regular one. And, you know, because I think a little medical center would be a pretty realistic thing, don't you? Yeah, you know what? Our little footpath. Got in the way immediately. All right, again, nothing we would necessarily build this minute, but they'll have a hospital in there. And then if the town went around like I'm picturing, you know, we might have to have another store or something on the other side. Or again, we could try busing. We got the bus stop right here. So we could talk about a bus loop, or at least a back and forth on the little semicircle here. Yeah, I think we got sports. We're not going to have alcohol because alcohol is evil in the game. We got our little bus stop jammed in there. You know, we could put more houses out this way as we get done. Place. I like it. So now the thing to do is, yeah, probably get them to build. Yeah, let's get them to work on this road as well. All right, and we can commit to these footpaths just for the moment. And yeah, I have my work cut out for me. And we got the bus stop, so this construction crew can go down and get people from there. And again, this, you know, we could do, I think, the construction out of here or here. And it's by putting this over here, we're sort of making it that much easier to go further, right? So hopefully we'll get these supplies over here. I think that would be better. Certainly getting the ones we don't produce closer. Because if anything, they should be cheaper because they're closer to the border. So that's another thing there. Yep, we can commit to these. And then let's go see how our town looks. And how are we doing with our educated? Because this has been something I've been doing a lot of. Right? And just get them and put them in this house where they're assigned to work on the... Yep, good. We got 2 more. Did anybody move in here yet? No. So I got 25, which I was at 25 before. And then what is our total population? Look, 40. So there we go. So we're over the hump. We only got 31 uneducated. Great. That's perfect. And then, yeah, the only shame of all of this right at this moment is that we're kind of backed up on wood and logs. We could almost shut this industry off for the sake of getting the workers. What was the number? 191. Come on, people. These people are spending forever as under 21 years old. But they'll get there. And there's no, you know, I've been looking. I mean, they're not totally happy, but, you know, they're definitely all happy enough. You know what? I haven't really looked at the escapes this year. Yeah, we had an escape. How about last year? You know, really pretty good. I mean, if one person out of all those escapes in months, I'm kind of okay with that at the moment. All right, well, I think I'm going to pause the video. This one isn't nearly as choppy as the last one. We're already almost 50 minutes into it. Let me get to a point where we're constructing some more stuff, and, you know, then we'll come back. Like maybe when these roads are constructed or... Something's bound to go wrong. I'll come back for that. How's that sound? But other than that, I'll just be sitting here enjoying myself, watching these guys go back and forth. Yeah, really, you know what? We need to put this guy on wait, too. So if we have him wait in both locations, then they won't keep going back and forth. Right, and these buses... Yeah, really all of this stuff is getting a little bit inefficient. Number of people waiting. Yeah, we really need to get that baby boom coming. We only got 37 people in this house. Kindergarten's doing okay. Okay, well, let me, you know, putz around the map here. And, you know, we got 369,000 and we got a plan for a farm. And then just so you know, when we come back, you know what we'll talk about? Getting rid of this road because we've got it paved. And where do we put a bakery? And, you know, a bakery really wouldn't be too far away right over here, would it? I mean, just to get us going bakery, like, it's not going to pollute anything that anybody cares about. It'll be far enough away, close enough by bus to get some people over there to start making some food. We bring the food back to this warehouse and then distribute it from there. Okay, well, I'll think about it more, and, you know, well, I won't be able to get your ideas before we come back, but where do we put a bakery? You know, we've got our Eggville over here, and it's kind of going to be too close there, but we could come over to the other side, but I'd like to build some more farms here, maybe, in the distant future. I'm happy with this. I think... Well, let's just see what happens. Let me let some time play, and I'll see you in a minute. Like I've said 4 times. Sorry. Things are going quite well in our town, other than the fact our money keeps going down. Oh, like I'm the rhyming rever today. In any event, we are working on our construction office. They couldn't make it, just to give you an idea. With these dirt roads the way they were, they could not make it. And I see we are done this. Very good. So they couldn't make it to these 2 things, so I cut them off from working on that. They're just able to make it to here, but what I want to do kind of, well, yeah, I guess we can sort of want to make these like one road project at this point. So let's just do this as a dirt road for the moment. Right, out to the regular road so they can get there. And then for now, I think we can pretty safely get rid of this. And let's, yeah, we could bust this off. And really we can get rid of this. And this whole thing I want to make. And let's bust this so it ends up. Oop. Okay. Yeah, let's go bust it. Yeah, we could do the same thing here while we're at it. All that guy's on there. Let's bust that. Can we bust this one? Yes, because nobody should be on there. Hopefully they'll figure out the right way. We can bust this. All right, now I'm not going to delete that road entirely. Oh, come on, buddy. You can figure it out. Dummy. All right, anyway. Yeah, what's wrong, buddy? Go. You can go. Oh, or were you were going to here. Okay, there you go. Right. Don't go back that way. Good. All right, so we can get this. Yeah, so this guy, he can't get, he's probably coming into here. All right, let's do this for a minute then. Right? Bet you that'll fix him. All right, and then the rest of this I want to get rid of. And I want to make, because we're really struggling to get this far, and I really, all right, so let's commit to that gravel road there, because I'd really like to get that farm going as I watch our money. And we don't need anything over here other than maybe the firehouse, which we should be able to get people to with a couple buses. Yep, there we go. That guy got in there. Yeah, he can work on that firehouse road, and then we'll, yeah, I guess the thing to do there would be, yeah, we need to complete this little bit of road, but I'm not too worried about that. Let's move on to the next topic, which is to get power into the places that we need it. So we're going to need power. Let's start here. All right, so we're going to need a substation. It doesn't matter too much. We'll just put it like right here, I think. And then will you go, I'm wondering if we can get it. No, so we'll have to go to the other side of the road, which could mess up our railroad track, right? Right, and I'm thinking, yeah, we should have electricity over here as well. So let's just bring this back, yeah, till we get like one pole. And then we'll put a switch in. I don't really want you to attach. You know what? Really, yeah, no, we need a switch here, but it's a shame that you would attach, make it two separate projects. But now, did I put that too close to here? No, because we can come over like this side. All right, let's just go to, well, let's just leave that, and then we'll, in anticipation of a future need, we're going to do this. All right, and that guy should attach up. And then we're going to need power to come into here. Now, I'm hoping we could get like one. Yeah, we're not maybe going to be able to cover everything forever, but it looks like right in the middle of our little park area. So assuming we can get this out of here. Oh, there's no road there, though, is there? Maybe we just do it. You know, we'll do one on one side of town, one on the other. All right, let's do it far enough back it doesn't attach for now. Why are you red? All right, so we'll come out Oops. I don't think there's anything going to bother me. Yeah, let's just come back to this. All right, and then we'll put another one of these switches, like say here. All right, so you're attached. Or do we put a transformer, you know, before, this is why I wanted to kind of lay this out, right? So we got, we didn't put a substation here, did we? All right, so we'll have a substation there, and that can get attached to this other road. Let's get some roads on this. All right, and then this guy needs a road. Do the old tight U-turn. Yeah, so what I'm wondering is, do we just bring a transformer? If I brought a transformer, I think I'd bring it up to like here. Yeah, now that we went through all that fanciness, let's get rid of this switch and road. And we're going to look at a mod power transformer. Yeah, we could do. So this is 4-way medium volt, but that's not really what we want, right? What is this? Yeah, small transformer. Nah, you know what? I think we're going. Yeah, I think we're going to go with one of the off-the-rails specials here, and I think I'm going to. Yeah, we'll put it right here. Right, and then I think that means we don't really need this guy. Right, and then let's go back to regular electrical. And we can delete these wires. Do we want to run down this side of the road? Sure. All right, let's come over to about here. Good. Only one pole. A little cheaty, but it works. All right, we can come right in there. Come right in there. Then we have to get big power. And do we just run across there, or do we run up the road? In the long run, I'm picturing power coming from maybe over by where we have coal there. So I'm thinking maybe we run up the road here. And the reason I say that is, like, the future grid would be to come into here, right? So I don't necessarily want to spend the money on a thing right now, but we would then come over this way. Yeah, let's pull this back to here for now. And then I'm going to, real quick, this is the part we need to purchase. All right. Switch. Yeah, this is not going to be fire protected, is it? I don't think. So everybody's without power at this moment. So we're going to, let's do this. All right, and then we're going to commit to all of that, and then we're going to pay for this and this. Let's make sure we don't click on the wrong thing here. And this. All right, so then we'll have power coming in. Again, eventually our power from our power plant actually can just feed right into there, right? But if we ever want to bring it, and we're kind of out of the way where we might put more fields by Lykov's house, and then then we need to get some roads in. So let's do, I kind of put that. We'll do like this. Come on. I know you can do the tight U-turn. Right, and then this guy's hooked up and that guy's hooked up, but this guy, we're going to demolish that guy for a second. You know what, let's commit to these electrical things. Right, and then, yeah, we've already made it 2 projects. That's okay. All right, so those 2 have roads to them. This, I'm going to hold off putting the road in there. You know what? No, let's do it right. Yeah, we'll just come back to like here. Or no, well, we'll come the whole way. All right, now it's, oh, are you kidding me? Yeah. Okay, let's go back to electrical lines. We got to get rid of this because it's now in the way of my road. Yeah. All right, the one doesn't play as friendly with the other. That's fine. All right, so we'll commit to that. Now it's not attached. It's one project. I turned that into a little bit more than I expected, but now this guy can come to here. This guy can come up the road a bit. Man, let's just bring him to here. And can I just go from here to here? No. Yeah, let's bring it. Yeah, there we go. Not much difference there, but whatever it is, it didn't like it. All right, so now that guy's not attached, but that's okay because we can get this one road project going. You know what, I'm going to slow time down a little bit because I'm not paying enough attention to everything else that's going on. Good, so we should be able to get in here and start constructing these roads, and I'm hoping to get these constructed now that we actually have the ability to bring gravel up. Oop, now why are you stopped? Oh, because I paused time. I didn't mean to pause time. I just meant to slow it down a bit. All right, good. So these roads are done. Yeah, let's get that one done. Let's get, yeah, I guess really what we should do is do this. Let's do this first. All right, we'll only pave up to this point. Or I keep saying pave, but I always mean gravel. All right, let's make that look. The reason it can't be like this. And then we won't hook this one up until we get this one done. And then I'll come over here and get our construction office going. All right. And that. Now what are we, oh, we got a construction office here. So we probably should even pave this one. I'm not going to worry about paving that. I'm a little more worried about this. All right, let's just pave it because it's going to be a real pain to do if we don't do it now. Gravel it. I feel like dirt roads in life are, I don't know if you ever lived with dirt roads, but they're not fun. They're a lot of work. Gravel roads are a lot of work too in maintenance, but so there we go. So now we have power. We'll have we got the road. We'll get this fire protection going ASAP. We should be able to get a bus up here. We'll get these roads done. Then we can build these things, and we can start bringing that. Oh, one more thing, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to build because the way where I would want to put it. Yeah, I don't want to bust this road up, but we'll have to remember to put a gas station in. Let's pull this back. All right, we got that power line right there, but can I... Yeah, see, I could put a gas station in. I was thinking like right here so that, and then we'll have the little gas station over here. But this gas station, I think, would be in a reasonably good place. Or do we put it a little further down and then put one near the town too? That might make sense as well, especially if we're ever going to have buses and such. Well, we'll think about the gas stations more, but that definitely needs to go in as well. So, well, there we go. We have Eggville, and, we're running lower on money, but I have a feeling that in the next episode, if we can get, and probably before the episode, I'll get some of these roads going and some of this stuff constructed a little bit. Won't do any design work. I don't think it'll take overly long to get these things done. Boy, things really do slow down. I've been playing on fast forward time. Let's take a quick look at our... Yeah, see, we got too many professors, and I turned this down a little bit. I think I'm going to turn it down more. I'd rather have the workers. And the reason is that if you look, now we only have 104 children. So if we were to look at this year, like, right? Well, let's look at the whole population. See how the red is the babies, and the green is the plus 21. So see how we're capping off there, or even going down. Or this was last year. Let's look at this year. Sorry. See how the green is plummeting? It's because they're all becoming adults. So even though other people are dying, it's going down. But the good news is our birth rate is coming up a little bit, because we've had around 80 or so, 85 babies. So we're starting, things will even themselves out, but we're going to have this cyclic kind of thing happening. But the good news is, the best thing is we're up to 234 workers. So I want to be kind of careful with them. And then one last thing I think I'm going to do for the short term. Yeah, there's one of these buses. I think we're just going to send these guys back to here. Where's the other one? Is that you? No. All right, because these are going up to the forestry. And we really don't need that much lumber. And I would just as soon kind of shut this forestry down. So what we'll do is we're going to send 0 to the sawmill here. All right, and then these buses here, which should be going to that platform, I just want you to get 30% of what you were getting before. This should be the other one. Or 30% of your total, which is not too many people, but it should be enough to keep our asphalt and concrete going. If it's not, I'll bump it up a little bit. It should be 8 or 10 people per trip. Should almost probably switch buses to the little buses if I really wanted to do it. Maybe I will. The little buses I think hold 7, so that'll just sort of maximize the number of people that we can send out to the construction projects up here, I hope, because it's going to cost us quite a bit, but my real priority here is to get this going, which won't need any people, and we could start exporting crops. What are crops worth? Crops are worth 17. So compare that to gravel at 9, and compare it to maybe wood at 9. All right, so it's certainly a better crop if we just wanted to emergency get some money. And then if we did get to the point we got food's worth 136. So you can see where I'd really want that. And my plan is, when it comes to the gravel and wood, is to drive them up to here and drop them off. And then we'll consider if it's still a pretty good length drive for these guys to come all the way up to Vilaka here. Vilaka. All right, so there we go. So, Eggville. What could I say? Hopefully Eggville doesn't bankrupt us before we get it power and all that stuff. But, in the grand scheme of things, I think it'll be close. I mean, we're going to be touch and go. The only next fear that I have is that we're going to get into this situation where we're making so little money that it's just hard to make any more progress, right? At some point, you need to make enough progress to overcome inflation and stuff. So we'll see. We'll keep going, and we can get a loan, right? At some point, we'll try to figure out if the loan is the right way to go. But I just like to avoid it just for the cost of the loan alone will be enough, at this point. So there we go. Like I said, hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.